Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify the existing energies with tarot. Okay. So the first card we have here is Open Up, which is also the number 4. So interestingly enough, it's coming out in a no communication spread. So I do see that there is this desire for communication. This communication could be pertaining to stability also, again, with the number 4, or you want to have a conversation to see if things can actually be in sort of like, it's almost like there's an imbalance here and you want to converse with this person to see if you guys can bring things into balance or restore some sort of balance in this connection here. Okay. Confront. So there could be a bit of a mirroring energy going on, or there's something here that you've told your person and it's making them go within and essentially reflect on their own behavior. Aquarius, I feel like for many of you in the past, when you explained to this person, your emotions or what was going on, you feel like they dismissed your emotions, number one. But number two, there was a lot of issues at hand that your person was refusing to see. So even if it was blatantly said to them or in front of them, you felt like they were failing to confront these issues. Because in that card there, he's kind of staring into the dark, and there's also the moon. So it's almost like maybe you feel like your person had a fear of facing the truth, because the moon is essentially what is in the unknown. So many of you wanted this person to accept the reality of the situation so that you guys can, strive for some sort of progress here. But you felt that your person was not, again, realizing something that was placed in front of them. So whether it was something you communicated, or maybe you feel like just the separation alone, should help them figure out why you guys are in separation and what you guys could, do differently here. Trust. Okay. What's very interesting to me here is like there's this energy of like going with the flow, trusting in the unknown, but then also this energy of taking control. So maybe, there's two, you guys are polar opposites, or it's like two extremes, right? Because like as much as there is this energy of, well, I feel powerless, so I should just, surrender and go with the flow, there's also this energy of, no, but I have the power to open up, or, have a much needed conversation here. Like some of you may feel that you're dealing with an individual who tells you that things are like out of their control, or they're not able to do anything about what's going on, but you beg to defer here because it seems that you feel like your person is like, consciously, like actively just choosing not to do something about the situation. So this could be frustrating for you on your end. But again, I feel like, yeah, there is this energy of you wanting to trust in the process, but then there's also, again, an energy of practicality attached here where you feel like, well, if I just trust in the process and go with the flow and nothing is happening, right? What am I telling myself? What am I planting in my mind? So I feel like you're trying to be, realistic, but you do want to have an open conversation here. Some of you feel like your person is very closed off when it comes to communication, especially pertaining to emotions here. And as much as the 4 talks about stability, the red, it reminds me of the root chakra, right? So if you guys know about like chakra years, I feel like, there's something here that's embedded in your person's subconscious. So maybe it was, their upbringing, or, from the ages from when you're born to the age of 7, that's when your subconscious is essentially programming, and after that, whatever is embedded in your mind, you may reflect or project that onto relationships. So I feel like for some of you, very specific, it could be that your person was taught that like emotions are a sign of weakness, or an energy of not being able to clearly express their emotions. So again, something that occurred in your person's childhood or how they were brought up seems to be what they're projecting onto the bond now, which for many of you I feel like is like someone who has trouble expressing, or someone who feels like they cannot be vulnerable, or it's a sign of weakness. It doesn't make it true, guys. It's just how your person perceives emotions, and opening up emotionally also. Alrighty. Because that's essentially what the root chakra talks about, right? Like what is rooted in you. So when I am dissecting the energy, why your person's not expressing their emotions to you, why they have a hard time opening up, it's rooting, it is stemming from a space of their childhood, or something that they're used to doing, right? Which is not expressing their self, or this could even be in different forms, like avoiding the situation, not being able to confront the issues, right? Instead kind of just suppressing. Okay, so let's see. How do you view this person? Yeah, so the Ace of Swords is clarifying the open up card. So how you view this person right now is that you feel like they owe you some sort of truth. And I don't mean it in like an entitled manner, but pretty much how you see it is, if this person does not come forward with clarity, you don't see things progressing. Okay. You also feel that some of you may be holding on to one particular thing that your person is, was dishonest about, and you want the truth in that. So whether that be, why they stepped out on the bond, or whether that be why they were indecisive, or maybe for some of you, why were you so closed off? Maybe that's the question. So you view this person as someone who has some sort of truth to tell you. And you also view them to be someone who's very focused on the past, because bottom of the deck here is the Five of Cups. Okay, so it's someone who is maybe overindulging, I should say, missing you, that sort of thing. But I just feel like many of you are seeking some sort of truth. You understand that there was a lot of pain caused here, but you feel like the fact that you guys are not speaking about it is not necessarily helping anything at this time. Wow. So the mutual energy, again, between the both of you is the moon. And I was being drawn to the moon in the confront card. So a lot of hidden emotions here is what I see. Some of you may be involved with a Pisces or another air sign, like yourself, Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. But I just feel like, guys, like the main blockage here is, feeling the emotions, thinking about each other. But you feel like it's so hard to have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. Like maybe in the past you tried to converse with them, but you felt like they weren't meeting you halfway, or you feel like you were being more open than this person was with you. So how I see it here is a lack of openness, a lot of emotion. I do see that, but I feel like, again, it's being suppressed at this time. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So this is how they view you. They view you as someone who is a problem solver. So you're very, you're quick to get find a solution to things. Okay. So this time around, they may be wondering, okay, why is Aquarius not reaching out? Because there's this energy of you feeling detached. Okay. And it's because you're not receiving the response you want from this person. Whether it mean that it's been a very long time and you don't want to wait on this person any longer because you feel like they've had enough time to reach out, or it's pretty much this energy of you being very frustrated and tired that they're feeling, but they're also questioning why you're not working on things. This person also feels like you shifted your focus towards work or something that is actually progressing for you, because the Three of Pentacles is essentially a positive energy, right? The main question that this person has, or they feel like you're wondering, is the inability to work as a team, because essentially, guys, the Three of Pentacles is coming together, working as a team. So I feel like your person may be wondering, okay, why were we not able to work as a team? Like they feel like this is part of your concern as well, because this card describes how they view you. So again, this could be the question that you have in your mind right now, Aquarius, as far as like, okay, why are we not able to see eye to eye? Why is it that every time there's a disagreement, it has to lead to a separation? Or why can't we just have a normal conversation, or pretty much talk about the things that bother us instead of running from it, is what I'm sensing. Nine of Cups, the Emperor. So you do make this person very happy, but again, with the Emperor, there is this need to take the lead here. Okay, and it's very interesting because you know it's almost like, okay, I want to take the lead. I want to show up as a responsible, person who could take accountability for my actions here. But there's also a very slow moving energy attached to it. There's also an energy of facing great difficulty when it comes to actually opening up about emotions. That's why I let you guys know that it could be something that's, deeply embedded in this person that they're having a hard time overcoming, especially if it requires them to do shadow work. Because generically speaking, like shadow work is not something that any of us can do like overnight. You know what I mean? Okay, what's the Ace of Swords? And I just feel like this person has a lot of trouble speaking to you or like looking you in the eye. Like I'm feeling a lot of like anxious energy, or like they're very nervous, like when they try to put together words to or the right words to tell you, or the right things to tell you. You see how I'm like trying to like get out the downloads, but it's like as I'm tapping into your person's energy, it's very there's a lot of inner conflict going on, is the best way for me to explain it. So we have the Six of Swords and the Five of Cups. Well, they are missing you. This seems to be someone who feels like you are moving away from the situation, okay? Some of you feel like when this person, like if there's a conflict, even if it's a little, small misunderstanding here, you feel like your person is very quick to walk away. So this could raise, some sort of red flags, or you feel like it's just not something you're willing to tolerate. Because it seems that one party here, when something goes wrong or there's a misunderstanding, they want to talk about it, and the opposing party's kind of like, you know what, I want to sweep that under the rug. And there's someone here who always avoids conflict at any cost, which is obviously okay. Being in conflict is not the best thing ever, but the thing is, sometimes it's crucial, right? If you avoid every single conflict, then you will never really get to the bottom or the root of, what's going on. So I feel like maybe some of you feel this person is very avoidant here. Six of Swords. I do feel like they're trying to move to calmer waters here, but in this deck, the Six of Swords looks pretty chaotic. So, I was picking up on inner conflict. Someone who's wanting something but not knowing how to move towards it. Five of Cups, again, guys, we did see it earlier. It could be someone who's overindulging, maybe someone who is intoxicated, or they're using like some sort of poor coping mechanism because it's weighing them down. Like they feel very deprived. They feel defeated at this time. Okay. But what's interesting is there's a lot of swords here, so it's a mental energy. So even if you feel defeated, it's not like this person could feel defeated or feel powerless, but it doesn't make it true. It's just that they keep telling themselves that, and so if you tell yourself something enough, you'll start to believe it. So I feel like it's more of like a mental energy is what I'm picking up on. Six of Swords, Five of Cups. Let's see. The Magician, yeah. And again, guys, like it's this energy of wanting to, manifest this new beginning, but there's not enough belief that your person has that they can actually do what they desire here. It's someone who's really just conflicted, and it's almost like they're in a negative mindset at this time. And just keep in mind, guys, energies are fluid. So of course, they're subject to change, but I just feel like right now your person is in what may feel like a mental prison. They're like, okay, I need to, calm down, or I want to move to calmer waters here with Aquarius, but they're in such a chaotic energy mentally that when you have scattered thoughts, it's very hard to come to a conclusion or a solution, because your person seems to be, very scatterbrained at this time. They're having a hard time pinpointing even the issue, let alone just opening up, because all those cards are clarifying the open up card. Okay, the Moon. There's a lot of worry surrounding this connection, is the best way for me to say it. There you are, the Star card. Essentially what's hidden from you is this person feels like you're one of a kind. It's almost like for some of you, this person has a lot of emotions for you that it scares them. And again, going back to what we were saying, about this person as an individual, if they are not used to expressing emotions, if they feel like this is brand new to them, this is the same reason why they're having a hard time accepting how they feel for you. Because there is this energy of, I want to, I want to have a new beginning here. I feel so deeply for Aquarius. I've never met anyone like Aquarius. But what holds them back is that mental conflict. What holds them back is the things that they tell themselves mentally. It's almost like your person has the power to change, but they're not realizing the potential here, or their own potential, I should say. Yeah, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Temperance. You guys feel like if this continues or there's a lack of balance, you're just going to close out the cycle here. Because with the Ten of Swords, essentially what you feel that is, you know, you may feel like the separation occurred because of a betrayal. Maybe you feel like, again, you were a lot more open with this person than they were with you. And it's resulting in you, again, feeling that things are one-sided, and it's just not something you're willing to tolerate. And just touching on your person's energy here, guys, I'm not diagnosing your person with anything, or, you know, that's not my job, guys, but I just feel like this is someone who's very stressed out, very anxious. Like, you know, this could be someone who gets very jittery when they're around you, because again, as I'm tapping into this person's energy, it's someone, they love you. They do. They do. So let me start off by saying that they love you a lot. You know, I don't think that they've actually loved anyone as much as they love you, but the blockage that I'm sensing here, Aquarius, is that, for one, something about you makes this person so nervous, okay? And sometimes it doesn't need to be about you. Sometimes it's just about how they feel about you. That whole, you know, that essentially is what they don't understand. There's something about their emotions that they don't understand, and they're having a hard time accepting. And I feel like for many of you, it's the fact that they've never felt this way about anyone else. You know, and I just wanted to touch on that because I don't want it to seem like, you know, oh, it's just inner conflict. And no, I feel like it's something that's deeply rooted in your person. And I'm not saying they don't have emotions for you. I just feel like they're having a hard time fathoming those emotions, which makes it that much harder for them to verbalize, you know, how they're feeling to you. King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is an earth sign, okay? And how you would know who this person is, maybe when you guys first started to like speak, they were like very shy, or like if they're around you and speaking to you, you know that they're a bit timid, or they hold back from, you know, authentically being their self, but there's some sort of beauty that you see in that. It's like maybe you felt like it was very youthful, or you still trusted this person, like, because I'm trying to explain the energy without being confusing, guys, so just give me a minute here. Okay, so essentially you do see that this person is nervous around you, or they don't essentially, you know, they're not all the way open with you, right? But you don't see no ill will behind it. It's almost like you see through that mask that they have. You're like, okay, I can see that you're not comfortable expressing your emotions, or I can see that you feel for me very deeply, so I make you nervous. So it's like you're very understanding towards this person, but it's like you're also thinking like, what am I getting in turn though, in return here? You know what I mean, Aquarius? Like, it's like, okay, I understand, you know, I understand every single thing that you go through, or, you know, the things that you've went through and why you act the way that you do. But if you're not willing to alter any of that in order to be in this connection, well, essentially, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? So again, going back to, yes, there are emotions here, but there's also a sense of practicality that's taking place on your end, you know, just being realistic and just realizing the reality of things. It's like, I can feel bad for you and I can keep understanding you, but that's not going to give me my desired outcome. So King of Pentacles, you know, wanting to offer you stability here is what I see. And again, with the Star, essentially this person feels that you need someone who's very stable. You want someone who is very predictable in a sense. Like, not in like a boring manner or anything like that, guys, but like this person feels like their energy was very unpredictable, whether it was very in and out, whether it was indecisive. You know, it could have happened in various different ways since I'm reading for a lot of you, but they do want to show up as a more stable individual. Three of Pentacles. They feel like you're very certain, you're very sure in your ways, and they're like the opposite, or they have a hard time doing so. Eight of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely view you to be a very busy individual, or you're very quick to like draw your energy back in terms of like, okay, if this is not working, I have to move on. You know, I'm no longer just going to continue investing here. Because when the Eight of Pentacles shows up in a love reading, it's actually a very positive thing, because it talks about someone who's willing to actually put forth the effort and win that person over every single day, and they never stop trying. So that shows me that your person views you to be exactly that individual. So wow, Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands. So, for those of you looking for a new beginning here, this person is trying to be more committed, more stern in their ways. They're trying to introduce more stability into their life so that they can actually provide that for you, but also stability in terms of just how they act. Like if it's not pertaining to finances or, moving to a more stable place in their life, it's more about like emotions and stabilizing communication and being more consistent and that sort of thing. That's what's on their mind. They want to be able to pretty much put forth as much effort as you have, because it seems that you have put forth a lot of effort here. Like you've worked to make this person feel important every single day, right? And you guys could even have like different love languages. So maybe you feel like your person does not understand how hard you actually try here. So we have fire energy as well as Taurus energy. Let's see. Six of Cups, yeah. I see this person returning to you, okay, because there is a lot of love here. And Six of Cups, you feel like home to them, right? I feel like you either known this person for a very long time, or the connection I see here is like someone feeling very attached to you, or like bonded to the situation, because they feel like you're the only one who understood where they came from. So that again is going to resonate differently for all of you. But the Six of Cups could sometimes be like someone's inner child or what they went through as a child. Right? And I feel like this person confided a lot about their childhood to you, or they feel like there's like this unspoken understanding between the both of you. Like you have a way of understanding this person. So in the closing cards here, I do see that your person is wanting to return to you here, Aquarius, and how they want to, or ultimately what they want here is to put forth as much effort as you were putting forward with that Eight of Pentacles. And something else I see here, guys, and I did see teacher on the bottom of this, the other deck that I was using for you guys earlier, is like you teach this person a lot, whether, you're aware of this or not. There's something about like this person following your lead or learning from you like unintentionally, right? It's almost like you lead by example. So the fact that, you put forth the effort or you draw your energy back the minute that something is uncertain, these are things that they're, taking into account at this time. Yeah. I will say, with the Eight of Swords, they're very worried right now. That's what I see here. Like they're extreme. Like if you're wondering how are they feeling exactly, like right now, very worried. Eight of Swords, we did pick up on the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups. And I think the main thing here, especially with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords is the closing card. The Ace of Swords is the first card, which gives you Nine of Swords, another card of worry. What they're worried about essentially is bringing forward clarity. That's what I see here. I do see them coming forward though, because with the Six of Cups, it does talk about someone from your past, making a return here. But with the Eight of Swords, they're very worried about what to say. And for many of you, it is, like a single truth here that they need to bring to the forefront. Okay. So my wonderful Aquarians, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.